We can do it.
I like that. That was good. Wait, that was really good.
I quote that movie a lot.
The movie
SNL.
Bridesmaids.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was good. When they were all shitting their pants at the so funny.
Yes, like I cannot wait to the day where I can remake that scene when I'm trying on dresses and do the like that when she like she's like, oh, I'm shitting in the street. I'm shitting in the street.
She can't make it. That was like before I feel like Melissa McCarthy like popped off.
Yeah, that was like it was that, and then she was in like everything. Comedy movie, like the one with Sandra Bullock. The one that was
The Heat,
like,
it's actually so funny. But like she just got old of like you're the same person.
Same character. Like
and it was like too much. Like, oh my God, I feel like she did like 18 movies in 1 year or something.
Yeah,
it felt like that. I was like
she was working.
Yeah, she's everywhere and nowhere.
Yeah. I haven't seen her in stuff recent though.
No, me either. She was in the 9 Perfect Strangers on Hulu with Nicole Kidman. Yeah, it was also like a book.
Oh, okay. Love that.
Yeah, and I'm like,
I love Nicole Kidman.
Yeah, and I'm like, I watched the show and I'm like, I must have read the book then, but now I'm like, I don't remember the book. But I feel like I read the book. That's the whole reason why I watched it.
Oh, right.
Like, you know, I don't think I just like picked it to pick it.
Yeah.
And I don't even think I finished it, honestly. Oh, wait, what the heck?
Always count
okay,
on you.
It looks like it's better.
That's what friends are for. Also from Bridesmaids.
Oh, when she sings that song.
Yes, when they're doing they're doing speeches and it's like they go back and forth and back and forth.
Yeah, because then she starts singing the Phillips.
Someday somebody gonna take
around and say goodbye. Until then, baby, make you cry.
Don't you know? Does it change? That's a great song. That is a great.
That wasn't
great
the song that we wanted to open with, but that's the song that we opened with.
No, the song that we're gonna. I'm so sorry that if you just heard me slurping a derp my water. I'm just trying to hydrate. Because one thing I did yesterday was dehydrate myself. Once again, I did do that. Anyways.
Yeah, we had some beveraginos.
But it was Halloween. I mean, technically Halloween's on Tuesday, but it was Halloween weekend.
Yeah. We were celebrating.
What's a young, spry group, bunch of cool people supposed to do?
Drink
and look hot. And we did both.
Yeah.
No, the song, everyone, WWBD listeners, doers, if you will, that we're opening with is 5, 6, 7. It's cuffing season and all the boys be girls be needing. I need a big
girls, right?
It's girls, I think.
Because why would the boys be needing a big boy? Like
they do.
I mean, I do, but
I was like, the boys need a big boy just as much as the girls need.
Said it like that.
Well, I'm making my own interpretation. It's Blake Beatty's version. Blake Beatty needs a big boy.
Bridget's got a big boy.
No, I don't. Stop. That was good, and I'm annoyed that you did that because he's not my boy. Okay. I'm just dating. That's all. I'm just a girly swirly going on some dates.
Yeah, that's what they all say before the ring.
Girl, you best believe that is not coming.
No, I'm kidding.
Anywhere, anytime soon. Anytime soon. My mic keeps drooping. I have a droopy mic today.
Yeah, I don't know, guys. I think we're having some software issues because our mics were like going silent on us. That's why I keep playing with the computer. So if the sound gets weird, deepest apologies. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Shindigs I'm like, you haven't even been working for a year and y'all are ready to tap out on us?
Yeah, like, come on now.
What did I order you for?
What did we pay good money for?
Literally, good money too.
And we paid when we said we were doing it, because one thing we'll do is do it. We didn't fuck around. Like we bought the things, we bought the goods.
Yeah.
And now I feel
these
like
are nice things, girl. Yeah, this ain't a white refrigerator home, okay? I was like, come on now. What's going on?
You said stainless steel, babe.
Yeah.
Stainless steel.
But anywho, I forgot my camera at home, so again, DIY podcast people.
Coming to you live from Blake Biggie. Yeah, look at this. Look at
Mind your P's, mind your Q's. This is a DIY pod. I think it's because it's too long away from the base. You know, because that's so heavy, and so you need to
push it back.
Yeah, but then I don't know if you can pull your table closer to you.
That's okay. I'm just gonna.
You just might kind of have to hold it, or
I think I'm gonna have to hold her today. Am I doing this right?
Yeah. Yeah, and then just like slide the pole. Like, there you go.
Oh, hey. Hey, yo. There we go. Everyone, bear with us as we get ourselves organized here. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8.
It might be a little better.
I think it's a little better.
Yeah.
Now I have to do this again. I have to tilt her up. Oh my God. Putting in the word.
Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock.
I know, literally. Here we go. Now I'm staring her right in the face.
Jamal, we got it.
Well,
4 Minutes by Madonna and
that was
Justin
a
Timberlake.
whole moment.
It was so good.
We should just talk about like moments that changed our lives pop culturally. That's a great episode. Stay tuned for that.
Write that down. I don't have my phone. It's doing the work.
We're coming to you live from Blake's iPhone today.
Yeah, because I'm dumb and I forgot my camera, but I brought every other utensil that I needed for it.
Utensil?
I know. I was cueing your costume utensil. Like,
yeah, you guys. I was for Halloween. I was Sydney from The Bear. If you've watched that show, great show. And I just was like, yes, chef. I was chefing my way through the day. And I had like a blue apron on, and then I brought my literal kitchen utensils. And when I tell you I scrubbed those suckers for a good 10 minutes today because they were out and about and touching different surfaces, and people kept touching them with their hands. And I was like, ooh, don't want to stick that in my food. I need to clean all of that, deep clean. And I honestly might throw them in the dishwasher too, because
just for good measure.
I don't want nasty, crusty bar juice in my food.
And that's so fair.
I think that's fair. I think that's a fair thing to do.
It's no trash pizza, but it'll do.
Did you want to bring that up? Did you want to bring that up? I was not going to bring it up.
We can share, girl. I'm an open book.
No, you are. And Blake did this thing where, which I love this about Blake. He's very like no food waste. Like he gets really creative. He makes his hot mess salads. He's like using up all his stuff. However, I'm going to defend myself really quick. I had people over, as we discussed in the last episode. I do still have the streamers up from Blake and Amelia's birthday party.
Super cute.
But they just look so good and fun. And I feel like so fun walking through streamers every day. But anyways, we had some pizzas for people to eat, frozen pizzas. And there were 2 little pieces left. And I just like wasn't going to eat them the next.
2 whole pieces. They weren't little. They were normal slices when you slice the pizza into small. 8.
Okay, they were small in my opinion, but that's fine.
It was a frozen pizza. It was going to be small regardless.
Okay, right. That's fine. So I didn't think to say
the size doesn't matter. It's the fact that they were thrown away and I was hungry.
I didn't know that you would want those 2.
Well, you just should have put them in like a bag. Like that was my point of like somebody could have just ate it later. We don't know who that person was or when that time was, but like they could have been enjoyed at another. I was just trying to
clean up my home
point.
And I yossed the
she yossed
slices.
them into the trash.
And what did like Biggie do as soon as we got home?
I went digging
from the takeout Chinese place. He goes, "Where's the pizza?" As we have a display of Chinese food on my coffee table.
Well, I knew it wasn't gonna be enough. Like we were some hungry girls.
Yeah, and we were looking for more sweet and sour chicken. But we
we ate it and we were like, "Where is it all?
Where is it?" And I was like, "Oh, I threw them out." And Blake stuck his paw in my garbage can, and he ate garbage pizza. And I
plucked it right out of there.
I wouldn't.
And it tasted great. I had no. I mean. I had no thoughts, but
I think you're a little bit of a fibber because it didn't taste great. It tasted like pizza that was sitting in a garbage can.
No, it just tasted like pizza that had like sat out that was frozen. Like it wasn't cold, it wasn't hot. It was like room temperature, and it was just kind of like murp. But like, I don't have a regret about it. Girl, I was hungry.
Okay, and he ate. And he ate.
I did eat.
Yeah. But that's not what we're talking about today.
We're talking about how Bridget's eating at the dating game. Like, she's doing good over her.
I'm doing okay.
What was it, 2 episodes ago when you had 2 mans?
Yes.
One of them had, you can tell your story.
Okay, so we're going to talk just a little bit about our dating adventures.
Yeah.
As we, Blake's is my favorite story. As we sort of move our way into what the youths call
traditionally known
cuffing season.
Yes.
Which we'll get into, but yes, I was seeing like some people, and this is so. I was like, I don't know how to talk about this. I'm so awkward when it comes to this.
It's okay,
like,
I'm just like some peeps.
I'm like, hee hee. But one sweet boy. We went on one date. We went on one date and it was a great date. We had a great date. It was like we had similar humor, whatever.
Yeah, it was magic.
But it was like we went on one date, and then I went on the trip that we've discussed, and I was like, yeah, like we can hang when I get back, and he was like, great, we'll do something fun. And then I got a text at 12:30, like in the afternoon, like, you know, a text that someone's been like sitting on, waiting on, and trying to figure out the right time to send, because she was a little long. She was novelesque, if you will. And long story long is it was explaining how this person had just recently gotten out of a relationship and really wasn't in a good place to be like dating and seeing anyone. And I was like, totally cool. Thank you for letting me know.
Yeah,
NBD, NBD. I'm drawing from context clues that I was maybe like the first or second date that this person had been on since they had gotten out of like a longer term relationship. And I take no offense. If I can be as helpful in any ways,
right, you were just
help you realizing things. Yes, 100%. But I was just a little bit like, okay, like I think I don't take offense or take it personally if it's been like one or two dates, because I'm like, well, whatever.
It is what it is.
But I appreciated the explanation. I thought that was very kind. So yeah, so now I'm no longer going on dates with that person because we only went on one. But I am going on dates with another person.
You are dating.
I'm going on dates.
She's going on.
I'm going on. It's a thing we're doing now.
Yeah, it's our new thing. We're like, we're not saying like you're dating, you're going on. Or like, we're not going to a party, we're going to a pub.
Yeah. Because it's not like if it's just like a gathering of sorts.
Right, like we're not fully committed to whatever it is.
And if it's not like a datey date, but it's
it's a duh.
It's like we hung out. We just went on just a little duh. So anyways, yes, I am doing that.
We should make a TikTok about this after.
Yeah, we should.
That could be like the nimming, you know, but like this is the new thing.
Where you don't you're not fully committed to it. Do you want to go up to no, you know? Because like
we want to go out, but we don't want to go like
out.
But like we're just gonna go.
Get a bet. Get a cocktail.
Oh, whoa.
No, as soon as it left my mouth,
I
don't know why. We have to end the episode now.
Girl, I always want to get a cup. But sometimes it's just not appropriate. Like, girl, keep it in your pants. Crazy.
No, stop. I can't breathe.
We're talking about dating. Now we're just like...
No, literally stop. I'm sweating.
He's feeling spicy over there. Your mom listens to this
podcast.
Stop.
I meant a cocktail. I meant the beverage, the fun beverage with alcohol in it. Not that. That's not what I meant.
Oh, my God.
But it came out that way, and it was so poorly timed. Anyways, I am sorry.
Things we don't know about that. We don't know about that.
I don't know about that. I don't know anything about that. Don't know anything about that. Yeah. So anyways, that's a fun thing you should try, but just make sure that you think about it in your head before you say it out.
Say it, don't spray it. Yeah. Just like give it a minute.
Yeah, 100%. So anyways, that's that on that. But I think Blake has a fun story that he would like to tell the class. About his little
dating experience,
soiree, shimmy,
sure,
grand jeté, if you will, into dating.
I mean, no, it was just actually embarrassing. It was tomfoolery behavior. It was, what the fuck are you doing?
He said that first, and then I also agreed.
Yeah, no, it was like a little bit of an act of desperation. I was like, oh, you know, like I don't have anything else to do. Like, la la la. So it all started when smart brevity, but it all started when I was like going through my Hinge, and I was like, dang, like this shit be really dry out here. Like it's given Sahara Desert. And I was like, why is that? And so I was telling my friend Gabby, I was like, ew, it's so annoying. Like I'm over that app, like WTF. Everyone who likes me is fugly. Like, what the, oh my God. And I'm like,
Jesus
listen.
Christ. Everyone is beautiful, but just not for you.
No, like, yeah, like I'm sure you're an amazing person. You're handsome. You're so talented. You're like stunning, gorgeous, whatever. But like, you will never be caught dead next to me or like, you know, taking me out to, I didn't want you to pay for something of mine. Like, it's just,
okay. Yeah, no.
It's not happening.
Not for you. Not for you.
And
that's so funny.
And so I was like, ew, that's just so annoying. Like, I'm so over this. Like, this sucks. And she's like, oh, you should reset your hinge. And I was like, oh my God, I didn't know you could do that. And she's like, yeah, like you like put yourself back in the pool or whatever. And I was like, oh, okay, lit. But you keep all your old matches. So it actually doesn't really like.
Oh, that's weird. I didn't
like
know
it helps
that.
you, but it doesn't help you. Like all it did for me was like, I just opened my app the next couple of days. Then like I had a bunch of likes, but it was people that I had already said no to.
And your feelings did not change.
No.
Yeah.
Obviously. So it's like, okay, 60 hearts later, 60 X's later, I'm back to square motherfucking one. And I was like, oh my God, this is so annoying. Like, I'm never going to find love. Like, it's so fine. And so anyway, well, okay, I had matched with this other guy, like before I did all of this, and I was like, oh, let me go back and like actually respond to him. And like maybe the one other two people that were still there, like see if they're still single, like, hey.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Yeah, like you there. I know this is from July, but like, what's up?
But hey, it's me.
Miss you. You're so fun. Didn't say a single thing to him before, but I was like, what's up? So anyway,
yeah.
Talked to this man, whatever, we exchanged phone numbers, and he lives on a military base, and I'm like, oh, okay, like that's slay, like kind of attractive. And he was like, yes, like we can't really hang out in person. And I was like, oh, like chill, whatever. And he was like, well, do you want to FaceTime? And I was like, oh. I personally don't like to FaceTime, period. Like even if my friends FaceTime me, like I will probably decline it and text them and be like, what?
Yeah, like, I can concur that I've never seen you FaceTime anyone.
And like I'll only do it for like I basically only do it like for my friend Layla and like anyone else. So I'm like, you don't need to FaceTime me. You can call me. I'll talk to you on the phone. But I'm like, I just don't like the act of having to like have you set up in front of me. And like I feel like responsible for doing that on a FaceTime. Like, why am I laying you on like flat then? Like, why are we on FaceTime? You could have just called me.
That is so interesting that you feel so strongly about this and you still did this FaceTime.
No, I know, because act of desperation, tomfoolery, like I am so self-aware. Like as the minute I hung up, I said, and what was that for? Like, you look foolish. So, okay, we like have the FaceTime, right? And though immediately like 10 seconds in, I'm like, oh, okay, like this is not going to go well. I already know, like already set up for disaster. Not that he was a catfish, like he's like semi-attractive, but like, you know, I wasn't like, you know, like flabbergasted over him. Yeah. But like he's like cooking dinner and I was like, okay, like you like you were being so desperate for this fucking FaceTime and now I'm in front of you and you're like doing what I just said of like your camera sitting on the counter and you're not even in the frame. Then why are we on FaceTime? Like, it just makes me so mad. I was like, this is just, it's stupid to me. And so whatever, he's like cooking dinner and then he like finishes it and then like doesn't eat it because then we're talking and then he like starts playing a video game and like needed the video game.
That is freaking wild behavior. Playing a video game on a first FaceTime date.
Yeah. And like, I still haven't gotten rid of him fully. Like he texted me today and like I
didn't know this podcast.
No, I like didn't respond.
Yeah.
I was like, or I said like I had Halloween weekend. Sorry, I didn't respond or whatever. And like I haven't said anything since. I don't even know if he has. I just was like, okay. So then he like starts playing a video game and he was like, That's wild. I have to have a video game on to like distract my mind so like I can have a conversation. And I was like, okay, so that literally doesn't make sense because like everyone knows that you can't actually multitask. And I was like, you need to do something so that you can have energy or like thoughts to have a conversation with me. Like,
it also just feels like
if I knew you, maybe sure you could play your video game, but I'm like, I literally just met you, and you.
But then it's just like, don't FaceTime. Then again, it goes back to just don't FaceTime.
And I was like, okay, LOL. And I was like, well, I have to crochet, and like, I don't want to talk on the phone. I can't do both. But so whatever, we're like chit chatting, and he like immediately wants to start talking about all this deep stuff, is like going on about like traumatic past experiences, and I'm like, oh,
on a first date.
The first FaceTime date. It ain't a date.
Okay.
That was a friendship hangout.
Yeah, that was two friends meeting, maybe.
Yeah, no homo. And I was just like, okay, like, I'm like, no offense, like, I'm not going to tell you my most traumatic story because the one, it doesn't affect me anymore. And like, I don't know you like that. And I honestly don't care about yours. Like, you don't need to tell me. I wasn't asking.
Well, you're strangers at that point.
Right. And I'm like, and I don't fucking care. Like, I don't care, like, whatever the past person that you've talked to did or like your ex-best friends or like, I mean, I'm like, I don't know you. So like, I have no.
Yeah.
I don't care to listen. I'm sorry. Like that may be rude, but I'm like, come on, let's pick a different topic. Like there's got to be something else to you. But then the other thing to him was just talking about how important his military job is and how if we stay together, he can tell me. And I said, we stay together. I said, I don't even know your last name. What are you talking about? We stayed together.
It's just giving like all of the things you probably shouldn't do on a first
exactly.
date.
And I was like, okay,
bring
you
up your
can't-
exes and stuff.
No,
like,
literally.
yeah.
I was like, okay, you can't tell me your job. Fucking sick. Like, I don't care. Like, stop talking about, okay, it's important. That's all you have to say. You don't have to continuously remind me. And like, I get it. And I'm also like, I know about the military, you know, like for our friends and like other people in my life, I'm like, cool. And then I just bring them up to like one up him. Cause I'm like, well, your best friend's dad isn't a 2-star general. And like your friend isn't like flying the Blue Angels or whatever the fuck my friend's doing. I don't actually know what she's doing, but she's some sort of a fancy pilot right now. And I was like, and that's not you. And that's all I know. And so sit down.
Yeah.
And so it was just weird. And then he kept hitting this vape thing that looked like a jumbo glue stick. And he was using 2 hands to hold it. And it was light blue. And I was like, what flavor is that? And it was like blue raz, cloud, cotton candy bullshit, something. And I was like, okay, right. So you clearly have PTSD because you're fucking juuling or vaping or whatever. And like, I can't deal with that. So
it's just a lot. It's a lot. It was a lot all at once. And I think and
I just wanted to hang up the entire time. Like I just didn't want to be there. And I was like, and then the questions that he was asking me, I felt like not like invasive, but it was like, why the fuck do you want to know that right now? Like you ask me a hobby, bitch. Like ask me where my parents are.
Yeah, like where'd you grow up?
Yeah, like ask me more about my job.
Siblings,
don't ask me like, okay, who was the last person you talked to and like why did it end? Or like,
oh my god,
like,
he did not ask you that.
Or like sexual preferences or like how close I really am with my friends, because he has this friend that he's just so close with and they know each other at the back of their hand. And I was like, okay, so you're codependent. Like you have codependency, like you're a freak.
Like this is actually wild. I did not realize it was like, this wild.
I was like, so anyway, I'm like trying to make this octopus and like I can't crochet and talk at the same time, so like I have to hang up by. And it was maybe 29 minutes like max, because I was like, Lord help me. And then I was just like, what was I smoking? Like what was I on? Like what bug infiltrated me? What glitch in the system? Like I need to be reprogrammed. Like it was so stupid.
And I will say, I got a text from Blake and he goes, I did something. And I was
so like, stupid.
What? And he goes, I just went on a FaceTime date. And then I get a photo of him going,
yeah, I was just like,
it was a live photo of him.
Like,
and I was just like,
that was so dumb.
But you know what? I will applaud you giving it a try.
Tried. Yeah.
You tried. You gave it a go. You're probably not going to do that ever again. No. And that's okay.
Lesson learned,
at least
baby.
Now you know, like, it's not for me.
Not for me.
But I applaud the effort that you put in.
Oh my God, thanks.
I applaud putting yourself out there in that way.
Yeah.
And we learn lessons through life for a reason, and you will simply never catch Blake on FaceTime.
No, never again.
You'll never catch him.
Tried it once, not for me.
Yeah.
And I was like, honestly though, like it kind of was like the bright side of it was that I didn't have to leave my house nor really get ready.
Yeah.
So I do have to say, and I spent no money. So
free.
If you find yourself, in some coinking situations, or not coinking situations, in some constricting situations, FaceTime date, honestly.
So we went through all that.
No, don't. I'm not doing it again.
Just for him to endorse the
for
FaceTime
me, it's
date.
not for me, but I'm just saying, like, we have to look at the bright side, like, to play devil's advocate.
Sure.
And if maybe for other people that does work for them.
Yeah.
For me, a hell to the no.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel about that.
Okay. Thank you for sharing.
Thanks.
I appreciate your vulnerability.
Thanks for letting me be seen.
In this time.
Sometimes I just like have a hard time, like, you know, like getting the spotlight on me because I'm just like constantly overshadowed.
Yeah.
And like, I feel like I try to tell my friends this all the time. Like, when is it going to like be my turn to talk, or like my turn to share my grievances, or like how my opinion on something? Cause it's just like, I never get a word in. And it's just
like, were you silent or were you silenced?
No, it's just like honestly so frustrating. And like, it was just my birthday. And like, I don't know, like it's just, I'm really emotional about it right now.
I quite literally am looking at a popsicle stick cutout of Blake still taped behind my TV. Yeah. Yeah, I hope everybody picked up on that sarcasm because it's radiating off of Blake Biggie right now. One thing he will always be is my main character. That's my main character.
It's so fun. It's my favorite thing to do, like in a group. I'm just like, no, like you just like nobody asked me, like, oh, I really like to do that, just because I'm like, no, like I know that everyone else is thinking that about themselves, but sit. I have 5 more minutes, and then you can have your 10 seconds. But then it's gonna come back here, so like do the most of it that you can. Oh, And actually, while you're talking,
cannot.
we're gonna film a day of my life, so I need you to not talk because I'm gonna actually be filming instead. So thank you.
That's my favorite is when Blake makes the group stop whatever they're doing, and he goes, "Wait, we need to get a clip." Meanwhile, I'm like sweating, shaking from a solid core class, and he's like, "We didn't get a good clip."
Yeah, I'm like, Bridget, wait to the camera. She's like falling over on her
Trying to
reformer.
catch my breath.
I'm like, oh my God, you
Like,
were
she
not
might pass
camera.
out.
I'm like, you were not camera ready. Do it again. Fuck. Or every time we go out, I'm like, get together photo.
Yes.
Photo.
Yes, we take lots of photos, like more than I've taken more photos since I've known you than I have in my like entire life. But I actually love it because I am so not like instinctually a photo person, but then it's like the best ever when we get to like look back and be like, oh my God.
Yeah, it's for
so
the
I
memes.
appreciate that about you too. Like I love that you're a photo person because now we have all of these like silly funny photos from like our 20s, and yeah, so I need to be better about that, and I need to be better about my Instagram. But I think it's just one of those things where I think I get so caught up in like the silly, goofy chattiness of it all. And like, I always end up in a corner with someone having a deep talk or like something like that. I'm always like, oh, who was I talking to? And then I was like, oh, I was talking to so-and-so for 35 minutes about like
what?
Their job. Like when we're out and about,
I thought you meant on Instagram. I was
what? No.
Like,
no.
Who are you
like,
DMing?
Nobody. You can sign into me a DMs if you want.
Who's DMing you?
Yeah. No, like when we're out and about, I always like end up in a weird conversation, like in a corner with someone. And then I'm like, oh, and then it's photo time.
No, but like, the photos are for the memes. And it's, when I was younger, my mom used to like always be a photo taker. And I used to get so annoyed with her. Mostly because like I was fat and ugly. And I was like, we cannot have this time documented. Like I need to get skinny. And then you can take all the photos of me that you want.
Blake in middle school is everything to me.
It's not it. We don't have to talk about it. We've already talked about it. But now it's like, I'm the person of like, photos. And every time I'm with her, she's like, you know, I used to hate getting your photo taken. And I was like, yeah, because I was fucking ugly. Now I'm cute. Smile. And now I want all the little fun memories from my friends. And I get our photos printed out at Walgreens. They need to give me a discount code because I support them.
They do.
So
and you're so
much.
good. You print out photos so quick too. Like,
oh yeah, right away. You gotta go get them.
You get that done.
And I get two so that everybody can take, you know, there's options. We have to fight over who gets one photo. And it's just a fabulous time.
He's so generous.
And like cuff me, the fuck.
Yes.
Like,
yeah, bring it back to cuffing season. Do you want to get cuffed, Blake?
Honestly, yeah. But not now, to your point. We were talking about this like before the episode started of like, not now because like I can't stand, I used to always say this to my mom too, like, which is so funny because I'm such a talkative person, but like I hate the like seeing like the relatives that you don't frequently in contact with, you know, and it's like they have to ask you every type of life update question, like what's your major? Like it was mostly like going back to college times, but it's like, oh, what's your major? Like what do you want to do with that? And like what do you want to be when you grow up? And like how's class? And like how's school? And like are you dating? Like why didn't you bring anyone home with you? And like blah 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 blah. And I'm like, oh my fuck. Like just stop. Like I'm here. That's all you need to know. Let's literally talk about anything else. But like I actually don't want to talk about me for like a quick second. Crazy.
You're like, I'm doing this whole reverse thing where I actually don't want to talk.
I just like I hate all the questions, and like I feel like especially around like dating, and it's like why don't you like you can always bring someone, like, you know, they're always welcome, blah blah blah. I'm like and if I had someone, they'd be here, but I don't.
You're like, and I would if I could, but I can't.
Like, girl, you don't want to go down that road with me. Okay. So but I do, but not now, because then also to your point, it's like, even though we all hate the busy card, but we have to play it right now because we all are going to be busy of like traveling, and it's like we're going home for Thanksgiving, you're here for a couple weeks, and you go back for Christmas, and like it's just not an ideal time to be like
the end of the year
investing in someone. I feel like it's like, give me a couple months and like let's hit the ground running like in January once no one's traveling as much, I would say, you know, and like stuff like that. Work parties and just end of year things. I feel like it's a bad time for it. Like the cuffing should have started at like the end of the summer. You should have been cuffed right now.
Yes.
Like,
so
you know,
this is what I've heard.
Like,
there's like
your man should be like, what are we?
Schedule. Yeah.
You should say, what are we?
No, I'm not doing that. That's actually my biggest nightmare. I don't know what that's.
It's an Olivia O'Brien song.
Oh, I should listen to it. One thing about that conversation is it's
not happening.
It's not happening. I would rather be silent.
And that's so fair.
Well, I think too, and I've seen this like probably on TikTok. It's like, yes, there's like a quote unquote cuffing season schedule, or they say it like where it's like the playoffs or whatever.
Yeah,
and it's like it kind of starts like end of summer. Like truly it's like August when things like people are getting back into the fall, and then like September, and then
hypothetically you've taken your travel already.
Yes, you've already done it. Like you're back, you're dating, whatever, and then like by the time Halloween rolls around, it's like
couples launching.
People launch on Halloween. Couples costume.
Well, our friend Nicole just had her 1 year anniversary.
Yes,
so
she did. Yes, she did. They did.
Mundo.
They started dating on Halloween last year. How cute and fun. So it's literally she followed the
timeline,
the cuffing schedule, the cuffing schedule, if you will. So and I think it's like one of those things too, where especially for people like us who aren't from where we currently live, like the holidays doesn't just mean like spending time with family. There's like a travel element to it, and it's not like I'm just gonna like drive home quick like for like the 2 or 3 days and then like come back to my apartment. It's like no, like we're both staying for like a week or something at least
to make the travel worth it.
Exactly.
Which, are you going home for Thanksgiving?
I sure am.
Oh, okay, cute.
I'm so excited.
That'll be fun.
I love Thanksgiving. I think it's actually my favorite holiday because I love Thanksgiving food, and I love the fall, and it's always right around my birthday. So it's like
that's fair.
I kind of get to celebrate again, which is fun. Which is fun. Yeah. What about you?
Oh my God, total side note. I have ordered. Okay, so for Bridget's birthday, we're doing PJ brunch. I think we said that last time. I don't remember.
We are doing PJ brunch. I need to order mine.
My second pair came because I have 2 options.
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
Good.
Where'd you get them from? Can I know where they're from?
Brief Insanity is what it was called.
Ooh.
Like brief, like a boxer brief, and then like Insanity, and it's all fun. Like loungewear websites.
I love that.
Or like they have like men and women's like loungewear basically, and like that's what I gathered from it. I don't know. It came fast though.
It came really fast because we literally decided this last weekend.
And I ordered them sometime during the week. I don't remember what day, but I was like, oh, yes.
Oh my God. I know I need to order mine because it's going to sneak up on me all of a sudden.
Exactly. That's why I was like, I had to do it now. Like, I can't wait because then I'd be pissed off if I didn't have anything fun and cute. So
yeah. Oh, well, and you're more ready for my birthday than I am. I gotta get on that. Maybe after we record this, finish recording this epi, I'll get on my lappy tappy and I'll
order something.
Order some jams. But yes. So cuffing season we're in it. It's upon us.
Yeah.
And I get like the whole idea of like wanting someone to snuggle with when it's like cold out.
And that's how I felt honestly
like
last night. I was like, damn, like, why can't nobody walking me home? I gotta walk Gabby home, and then as I walk myself home, and I gotta get in my bed by myself. And I'm like, dang.
It's okay, but I think it's one of those things too.
But it was hot last night, so I was like,
it was actually so.
I can't be having that because I'd be sweating up in bed. So no,
so hot in DC right now.
Yeah, like you could come over, but like you sleep on the horse couch. I get the bed.
And he's like not joking. It's a house. It's a
horse couch
with horses on it.
Yeah, don't worry.
It's literally that's what it is. But
I don't want one right now because I'm like I can't, and like I hate the questions, and then it's like I mean I'm a great liar, but I'm like I just don't want to like go through that. Like we just don't ask.
Yeah, maybe it's a whole like revisit in the new year.
Exactly.
Yeah, which we're gonna do a whole.
Which I feel like everyone's gonna pull the busy card anyway. You know, it's like, okay, we're all gonna sit here and like scroll on the apps or like say that we want to meet someone, and then it's like, okay, well, when are you free? Oh, never.
Yeah.
Because like, oh, I have Thanksgiving and then I have this work thing and like we have this event and like blah, 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 blah. And it's like, okay, so but then why are we even having this conversation? Okay.
Yeah.
Like just.
Yeah.
It just could have been saved. I think it's just going to cause more
There's no new additions to the equation at this current time is what we're saying.
If anything, the schedules are going to get more packed. So it's like, just don't.
And it's like, I want to do all of the things I want to do, like with my friends, especially like, okay, birthday. Yes. Like holiday-y things. I want to like hang out with the besties and like do like little cute holiday-y things, you know? It's a tough time to really start getting to know someone because you kind of get thrown into like the thick of just the holiday-ness of everything. Especially, you have like work holiday parties and stuff like that. And it's really hard to like
deal with
all that. And like try and go on a first or second date. Like that's just really tough.
I also realized like I hate getting to know someone that you don't instantly click with. Like, let me explain.
Okay,
you know, like when we met each other, we both were like, wait, like she's so fun. Like I like that. And like when we met Gabby, like we both like Gabby's one of our friends. Hey, Gabby. And like other friends that we've met, Melanie, Bernard, Brian. You have
the instant.
I automatically am like gravitating towards them, and I'm like, no, like we already have like you just stuff just like rolls off the tongue and you whatever. And I just feel like when you meet someone like in the wild, they're on an app, like you kind of know about them because of what they put on there, but then it's like, okay, I don't actually actually.
You
like,
have to
do
do
you
the
know my
whole-
humor?
yeah.
Do I know your humor?
Yeah.
And like, oh my God, where are you from again? Okay, I don't know anything about that place. Like, fuck. And
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I just feel like to me, it's like, I only want to do it when I want to do it. And it's like, I can't fake wanting to do it. You know, like it's going to come out of just like, I don't care. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And
which I think is, but that's good that you know that too. Like you're like, I'll go on a first or a second date, but if it's not, you know, we're not
and
jiving
that's how all
by
of mine
then.
have been. They've all been first dates. And I'm like, you're amazing. You're nice. You're handsome. But I'm like,
You're not mine.
We're not doing this
You're not
again.
for me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And which I feel like we kind of talked about too before. Just like we have a different idea of fun and like the way that we want to spend our time. So like, how could we spend time together if that's not even on the same page?
Yeah.
But yeah, I just realized that I'm like, I just don't want to get to know someone. Like I just want to know them, or like I want them to know me mostly, to be like,
right.
This, not like
So
in a
he wants
way.
a loyal podcast listener to cuff him.
But you know, it's like
you heard him.
You don't want to have to like explain like yourself to someone.
Yeah.
Sometimes just like, oh, like, can't you just understand why that's funny what I just said? Or like, can't you just understand why I made this reference?
Yeah.
It's like, now I have to like retrain you. It's so annoying.
It is interesting. Like it's hard, which is like, I love the idea or like the concept of like being with someone who's like your friend's friend, or like someone that you like really know for
same.
a while. Like
a best friend's brother?
No, I don't know anything about that, but
a brother's best friend?
Brother's best friend. Oh,
I think that's kind of fun.
Brother's best. Yeah.
Like
I'm getting it now. I'm like
one of Kevin's friends or something.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not. I love Kevin's friends, but I'm not gonna date any of them.
No, but like that's like
yes, but like the
analogy.
concept. Yes.
Oh, so yeah, I think
like
it's kind of fun. Like
someone that you,
even though my brother's friends with fucking idiots, so that's actually.
Sorry, Willie Spence. None of you are gonna get to cuff Blake. None of you are gonna get to cuff Blake. Yeah, but no, it's like someone who like knows your family already, or like knows your friend group already, so you like don't have to like go through and explain all the players.
Sorry, so would you date someone from your hometown? Like, don't think of like the people that you interacted with. Like, okay, they went to high school with you at the same time, but I'm not gonna say they're the same age as you, but like, you're like, they know your family, they're from the same hometown as you. Like,
yes, I think I would.
Yeah, whether you had a thing with them or not, like,
do they live there still, or do they live in DC?
They live there still.
Ooh, I don't know then.
Or maybe they live here.
If they lived here, for sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think I.
Well, like some people, I feel like get like turned off by that, or they're like,
no, I think that's kind of fun.
I'm like, I'd be obsessed with that.
I know. I'm like that's your dream. That's your dreams and goals, and you're chasing them. Like that's literally what you want.
That.
Yeah. No, I totally would. I think that would actually be awesome.
Oh, okay. Just curious. I feel like some people are kind of like, no.
Well, I mean, there's like, it would depend on who it is, I guess. But it's there's like all the caveats. But like, if it was like, it's a very person I knew like from high school, like lives here now, whatever. Like somebody
2 years older than you. Like,
oh,
that's so random.
Yeah, that'd be fun. That would honestly be like really fun.
What's his face?
No. I knew he was gonna bring this up. You guys, Blake is literally out to get me today. I don't know what it is, but he's bringing up all of these like.
I'm trying to make good content, Bridget. It's fucking cuffing season podcast. Okay, we're trying to pop off here.
He's bringing up his old character, you guys. Do you
want people to send this to the people or not? Like, we need more downloads.
Do you think people will? Oh my god, do you think people know who they are?
No, but like I'm just saying, like if we make people laugh, they're gonna be like, oh my god, send. But if it's not funny, they're gonna be like not listening again.
Okay, that's fair. Okay, I'll explain this character.
Oh, you didn't have to do that, but okay.
Oh, anyways, there was a person that I ran into. Oh, you were? Okay, should I not say?
No, it's just a person from her hometown that.
Yes, there was a person from my hometown that I did run into like a year and a half ago.
Yeah, and like we hung out with him a couple times, and all of us and all of our friends are like, Bridget, he wants to date you. Like, Bridget, he's so obsessed with you.
But he didn't.
And yeah, she kept being like, no. We were like, like do it. And then we went out with this group of people, and him and one of our friends at the time like just really hit it off, and we were like, whoa, okay, them two was about to like get on in the bathroom. Oh my God. We didn't know that was gonna happen. Like, they're obsessed.
It was a very interesting
it was scary
day. It was a very interesting day. It was it was eye-opening. Eye-opening.
There you
yes.
go.
But
good
anyways, yes. So that did happen, but not in the way that I think we are romanticizing in this moment.
I'm saying like, they're like a year or two difference than you. And you knew who they were, and like you didn't like it's not like you rode in the same circles, but like you have an idea who each other is.
I would almost prefer if we didn't ride in the same circles.
Oh yeah, same.
Yeah. Because then it's like the circle can then be expanded.
Right. Or they could be like they like secretly admired you like back in the day, and I was like, oh my God,
okay, so not us riding like a smutty rom-com.
Yeah, like you're so obsessed with me.
Right here.
A fan is a fan.
A fan is a fan. A fan is a fan.
I've been saying that. I think it's so funny.
One thing people do about our podcast.
Doo-doo.
No, we've talked about some ghosts of Christmas past reemerging in my life that
oh yeah
podcast. And by the way, I think there's more. I'm catching whiffs and inklings and sprinklings. So thank you for listening. Ghosts of Christmas past.
Yeah, I think more of your peeps listen than mine, honestly.
Oh my God, well,
so
the people
shady.
of Kenosha,
I know.
get it together.
No,
WWBD.
Fucking fake assholes. It's fine.
Oh, shade. The shade. Throw it.
Yeah.
It's been thrown.
It's always shady over here. I said that to Gabby yesterday. We were talking about shade. I was like, girl, the shade always comes with me. Like,
the shade follows.
It does.
The shade
I got
follows.
a hat on, shady.
Yeah. He
I got
always
glasses
has a hat.
on,
No
shady.
wonder he always has a hat on because he stays shaded.
I'm always shaded.
Right.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Wait, Blake be bugging. Were you there for that? That was so funny.
You guys, the funniest bit happened yesterday. Blake was explaining BBB. Blake was explaining
like cheer moves, like a clean and like a bug when you're down on the ground, and like just these other little like tidbits basically to this guy who's a Marine. And it was so funny. I don't know why I ended up saying that, but
because we were talking about he does like parades. He does like
but like the bugging part, like maybe because it was after we found out that he was engaged and we were like freaking out about it, and then I was like, I was bugging.
There was like a little bit of sparks flying. I thought I saw sparks.
Yeah, like we were all obsessed with
the two
him.
of you, and then you got in a bug, and then I think he goes, "Oh, you're bugging," and then you were like,
I was like, I'm bugging. Blake's always bugging. Blake be bugging.
There's this photo of Blake where his eyes are kind of like. And I was like, that's the perfect example of Blake bugging. Like,
wait, send it to me. I'll put it in
It's the one you put it in your own photo dump.
Oh, I did, yeah, for my last
that's
weekend.
Blake bugging. Like,
oh, yeah, no, that's me bugging.
BBB.
Yeah, or glitching, same thing.
Yeah.
It's too funny. Okay, but I have one other question. I thought about this the other day.
Oh, okay.
Or, I mean, actually on the walk here, not the other day. Okay, so like, you know how they always talk about like, okay, where am I going with this? Okay, so like if you like, what would be the ideal way to like meet someone? Because or like the ideal setting, because I don't know if I'm explaining this or this is a stupid question, but okay, so like you don't have the whole idea of like what you have to have in your dating profile, you know, of like like a candid wedding photo, like you dressed up and like you with your friends, you with like an animal and like you doing something that you like and whatever. Okay, but then I was thinking, okay, like, well, what's the ideal way that you would want to meet someone? Like, would you like? I have friends who their parents met at like a wedding and like they think that's so cute and they want to follow that love story, or like the way that my parents met, they are divorced, but not that worked out. But my mom was dating.
Cute.
Yeah, well, my mom was dating my dad's friend and then broke up with him to date my dad, and I was like, wait, that's funny. I was like, that's giving.
I didn't know this about them.
I was just like, and I was like, wait, that's like actually so funny.
Yeah, that is.
Like, how did Mark and Mary meet? Did they meet at a wedding?
They met in college.
Oh, I knew that.
And I'm obsessed with the way that they met. Obviously, I'm a little late to that party. I'm no longer in college, but they knew each other and were like friendly friends.
Right. They like they knew who each other were.
Yes. Like their school wasn't like super massive.
Yeah, I remember your dad telling us this now.
They were both in Greek life and their like houses were by each other.
But didn't he like get in trouble or something? And your mom was like
Oh yeah, like he was in the rowdy, crazy party frat, and Mary was like in charge of the Pan-Hellenic Council. Like
or something like that.
It was like an 80s. It was literally like a John Hughes 80s movie. Like it literally was. Or John Cusack. Oh, Joan Hughes. No,
Cusack is the actress.
Joan Cusack, but John Hughes is the director that did like Pretty in Pink. And yes, it was like literally one of those. And so like my mom knew, and it's like, oh, Sonny, like he's so, he's crazy. He's so funny. And then they both like senior year had like, I think the last midterm or the last final right before the holidays. And so like, the group of people who were still left, like after that late test, like went out to the bar, and then that's when they got together.
Oh, cute.
And then so they like knew each other for a while, and then got together senior year, and then the rest is history. 31 years later.
Oh my god, cute.
I know. I was like, oh my god, that's a long ass time.
That is a long time.
But yes, 31 years later, and here we sit, and here we sit. Yeah.
Okay, so how would you want to meet someone?
Oh my God.
I thought about it on the way here. I've decided.
Oh, do you have yours?
Yeah, like on the side of the road, like the side of the street.
Oh.
Like I don't want it to be anything like fancy because I'm like, you got to see me in like my natural state of being.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to give you any false promises. Right. Like I'm out here being myself. Yeah. Like I would want it to be in like the most organic version of me possible because I wouldn't. And like that's how I almost feel about first dates is I'm like, I don't want to like present myself in a way that's like not me or like I'm on my best because I'm like, you're supposed to have me at my worst, boo. So like you need to see me at my everyday.
Yeah. I love that. I think that's
like,
great.
Yeah, I'm walking with my groceries. Like, we at the grocery store.
TJ's back.
Like, he like got something to go, and I'm like
TJ's
walking.
running would be cute for you.
Yeah, we like bump into each other. I'm like, oh my God, hey, what are you doing?
Oh yeah, hey, like what do you got there in your cart?
Yeah, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I love.
But like
that.
not like a wedding, not like a fancy event, not like a work thing. Because I'm like, like.
Yeah, I think for me, I would love like a cute coffee shop, bookstore moment. I think that would be adorable. Or like. I do love the idea that now that you bring it up, because I just like have this whole idea in my head that like, someone who's just like been in love with me and obsessed with me for many years
comes
like,
back into your life.
My life. Same. And calls me up and is like, it's you, babe. And I'm like,
well, we have fans. Don't worry.
Yeah.
We do. Whether they show themselves or not, they're out there.
Yeah. Like I would love that. I would love for someone to just like profess their love for me and be like, okay, I'm good. Like, sounds good.
Yep. Let's
That'd
settle.
be great. Yeah.
Not like settle, but like settle down.
I'm ready. But I think like in a more realistic world, it would be, like a coffee shop. Like I'm in there either like, I don't really coffee shop Friday anymore, obviously, because I have to go and work every day.
You're in one.
But I'm in one, or I'm like,
and that's
I'm
all
like
that matters.
browsing the books, or I'm in, I love to do this thing. Not so much, I haven't done it recently, but I was doing it for a little while where I was sitting in DuPont Circle and like they have these like kind of like chairs that like are like
public
leaning
settings.
chair. Yeah. And I was reading my book in it. I would like fart around the farmer's market for a hot second. And then I would sit in my chair and read my book or just like be on my phone and be outside.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, if someone came up to me, cause like I wear my cute little sundresses with my little like tote bag. And I'm like,
sitting here.
I'm kind of like that bitch right now.
Yeah, I'm really ripe.
I'm
like
looking
pick me
cute.
before I go bad.
Seriously. And I'm like, this would be a great time for a sexy man to approach me and ask me on a date. And nobody did that. But never say never.
Hey, but they found you. You got dates right now, so
they did. They found me via the Hinge, which is fine.
Yeah,
that's very.
We'll deal. It's I mean, but that's like the today's.
It's how it goes. Yeah, most of the time.
Anyway, that was the only question that I had.
I love that question.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting. Do you have any other thoughts on cuffing season, or
do I have any thoughts
should we
on cuffing season?
Wrap it up? We're at like 48 minutes.
Oh my God! Oh, we've just been trying up a storm. Classic us.
I know.
Classic. My thoughts on cuffing season are this: if you're cuffed, I love that for you. If you're not cuffed, also love that for you.
Do you want to get
Do you want to get a cuff?
Just cuff.
Just cuff.
Just.
Yeah. There's nothing else to be said.
That, yeah. No. Like, I want to get
yeah.
But, we don't want to fully commit. I just want to
Blake. Yes.
That summarizes the episode. Yes. Thank you so much for listening. Bridget, tell them where they can find us.
You can find... No, you... No, I literally my mind is blown. I need to rest. I need to lay down now.
Send me the episode name. You want to get
Yeah. You want to
see you.
See. And then a dash.
Yeah.
Oh. Now
leave them hanging.
What?
Wait. Ba.
People at the end are gonna be like, what?
Is it working? What's wrong with my Spotify?
No, it's perfect. Yes, Blake, I want to get